Alright, so I've had a couple requests from friends to for a video on ideas for how to break up with someone. And I know this sounds like really cheesy, well, why the heck would I want to know that, all that stuff. But hear me out. So, a lot of people say that breaking up with someone over the phone isn't really a good idea because it's supposedly cynical and just very impolite. But there are certain times when it's acceptable. Like if that person lives out of state and you can't really see them. That's kind of an obvious one, but you'd be surprised how many people don't really think of that one. Or if it's just way too awkward to see them in person. For example, I had to break up with my boyfriend a few days, no, more like a few weeks ago. And it would just be way too awkward to see him in person because we'd been fighting before that, and I don't really like his family. That's another example of one that would be okay. Okay, so you can kind of make your own judgment with that. It doesn't really. There's no right or wrong way, but there is a polite and an impolite way too. So, on to things not to say. The classic ones that you see in all those cheesy TV shows or that you read about or anything like that. Don't say anything like that. Like, it's not you, it's me. That's classic one. Don't say that. That's just gonna make them even more annoyed with you for breaking up with them. None of those. None of the classic cliche things that are always in the movies and stuff. None of that. It's just doesn't work right. I mean, even if it's true, you'll want to rephrase it. Like, instead of the it's not you, it's me thing, say, we both have our issues, and, I think I have some issues that really need to be worked out right now. That's really the best, well, not really the best way, but that is a better way to phrase it. Text message, I really don't recommend it. You're far more likely to say things that you'll regret in text messages. You're far more likely to shoot them down and, really insult them rather than just break up with them. And, I mean, how would you feel if, this guy or girl that you really liked just, starts out of nowhere insulting you and, just being really mean and stuff over text message of all things? I mean, it's not bad. I mean, apparently, it's like saying it's not good enough that I'm breaking up with you. I just want to make you miserable even more. So, yeah, don't do it over text message. In person or over a phone call is best. Now, voicemail. That's also debated about whether it's best to do it in voicemail. Like, if they don't answer, do you leave a voicemail or do you wait until they answer or you can see them in person? Well, again, it's debatable. There's no right or wrong way, but see, with voicemail, the advantage is you can have a little speech planned out that you make that, that explains it, and you'll be able to get through it without being interrupted by the person you're breaking up with. So that is an advantage, but a disadvantage is that you'll probably never hear how they take it. You're probably not going to hear from them again, even if you go, well, we can still be friends. You probably won't hear from them again. And, that's kind of weird. You're like, well, I want to know how they're taking it. But it's true. You will want to know if they're sad or even happy about it. It happens. So, over a phone call, you get the outcome right away. They'll either say, well, no, I don't want to be friends with you. Why the heck would you ask that? Or, they'll be like, okay, I can deal with that kind of thing. So, and I guess it's more emotionally trying to do it when you actually have to hear their response. And I know that that's kind of, that's not exactly what you want, but it's a far kinder alternative. And so really the only thing you really need to keep in mind with that is, what would I want them to do for me? And even if you're so pissed off at them and you're just like, you want to murder them with a brick, it's still a better thing to do the far kinder alternative. Or, oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Don't have a friend do it. It usually, like 99.9% of the time, ends badly. Like, the friend will do that, but the ex will get mad at the friend will then get mad at you, you'll be mad at your friend. That generally doesn't end well, because you really need your friends after a breakup, even if you're the one doing it. And yes, guys, that counts for you too. Even if you were the one breaking up with her, you'll still want your friends around for it, trust me. Or it won't go well and you'll still be mad at your friend. Either way, you're probably going to be mad at that friend. Either because they messed up or they did a better job than they thought. I mean, either way, it's not going to, well, anyway, it's really not going to end well. So don't have a friend do it. I had to do that one time. It really didn't end well. I ended up being mad at the friend for a couple weeks. The friend did a little too good of a job and came back and told me, yeah, it went really well. No, it didn't. So you don't want that to happen. Because, like I said, you'll want your friends after a breakup. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I mean, even if it's just a friend that you never talk to or anything, you'll still want them around. So, I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for videos or questions or anything, or any additions I should have made to this video for future videos. So just keep in mind, what would you want them to do for you? And that's it. Thanks for watching.